Not sure how loud I am, but I'm gonna make pasta for y'all. Watch this. First, I'm gonna wash all the vegetables. Root vegetables need to be washed every time. Oh, the tomatoes. Wash everything at the same time. Plug it up. Make sure you recycle. Keep a bag for recycling. Keep one bin for waste. Look, I'm gonna wash all these suckers. Celery, tomato, carrot. This is a carrot too, it's just fucking yellow. If I put them in the colander, it would have been easier. Switch. Some people skin the carrots. I don't, because I think it's more nutritious, but I don't fucking know. I circumcise the ends because I don't like the way they taste. I wish I had a bigger knife, but this is all I got right now. Split your carrots in half, it'll give you better dimensions when you cut. I have a dog here. This is not food safe. Don't touch my fingers. I dropped it in your mouth so they're clean. That's it. Good job. That kind of did touch my hand. Put all the vegetables I'm going to cook right now into this bowl. I'm essentially creating a very rough chopped mirepoix. is not sharp. Stay hydrated when you cook. I'm listening to Death and Dignity by Sufjan Stevens. I don't want to get copyright or anything, you know, by the YouTube gods. But yeah, that's what I'm listening to. I'm also getting tons of texts because I'm just so popular. Clearly. That's 2 sliced carrots. I'll do probably 3 stalks from this because I don't really like celery that much, but I like the flavor. So let's do 3 stalks. 1, 2, 3. Something to note about these vegetables is that you should always wash them because the bottom is where the dirt collects. Root vegetables, you gotta wash them twice. This one and celery and bok choy are 2 of the biggest and dirtiest fucking vegetables. Yeah, I said what I said. I always like to split my celery because I don't like big chunks of it, so when I slice them, I'm gonna do like that. Wait. Sit. Should you sit? I'll give you something. Celery, done. Give one to the dog. She won't like it. Gonna chop an onion. Throw the tips in your bin. Your throwaway bin, remember. You don't need to wash it, it has a protective casing. Halved, easy to cut. Like this. I'm not gonna do too much to them because I kind of like having, I like the shape of them. I do. They're not gonna cook as evenly as it could or as fast. I like the shape, and I think the texture goes nicely with the noodle because you get swirled onion. It actually adds a lot of flavor and a lot of sweetness to the dish. But yeah, I also cannot. I don't know if you can hear me because I'm truly just in my own damn head. Right now I'm listening to a song by Phineas called I don't know what the fuck this song is called. I put the vegetables I don't use right here, right there. Move the Brita, not sponsored. I also don't use it that often. It's my parents. For my parents, I like the taste of rocks. Just so you guys know, what we have here, well, technically it is. It's called a mirepoix because it's carrot, onion, celery. In some other cultures, it's called sofritas. I'm just not chopping it. I'm just keeping it nice and rough. It's just for me and my friends, with my family. Not serving it to anybody. What I should have been doing this whole time is boiling water. However, I was so busy trying to look pretty and handsome for you that I forgot. I just fill this sucker with water. The reason I'm using this is because this pan boils water a lot faster because it's a thin pan and because I like it. Carrots and shit. I don't know what I'm gonna do with them, but I don't even like that shit. Probably gonna give this to my friend Sydney. I have poor eyesight. It's because I don't like carrots. I made this recipe to sneak carrots into the younger self. Heat up the water. Everything's chopped already. Now, usually this would be like a 20-minute recipe if I had the water boiling already, but I have some more time, like additional time to just chill. So I'm kind of just doing nothing for now. I'm listening to Beach Baby by Bon Iver. this beer. I'm not gonna salt the water because I just don't see the point personally. I also don't like to waste salt. We're gonna add this to food later, which is cheese. So there's really no point in salting the water for me, personally. Okay, don't. This is for private use. This is for private use only. The Italians will come for me. And then what am I gonna do? What am I gonna do? Fight off a fascist regime? Just kidding. This is a lighter for lighting candles. This is a vape for not for smoking. Don't smoke at home, kids. It's a fire hazard. But also don't do it because it's so much money, and in the future one day you're gonna look back and see how much money you could spend hanging out with your friends and your loved ones. It's just a crutch for people like me. Boiling the water. I'm actually gonna start cooking some of the vegetables right now. This is actually an entirely vegan meal, if you want it to be. However, I usually add some cheese, some meat, and some Worcester sauce. This is gonna make the food obviously taste better. However, you can easily get a vegan alternative for that. And I know there is some good vegan cheese nowadays. This is kind of a fucking weapon because it has shrimp in it and it has anchovies in it. But I like to add it to anything with beef. Anything with beef because it makes it taste meatier. And it's like a trick that someone told me to use, especially when we don't have that like too much beef and you just want the flavor, you don't want the actual beef, you know? So yeah. I'll do it in front of you guys. Season everything prior. I'm gonna salt this patty. This is just a hamburger patty that I defrosted. Salted. I would use black pepper, but I don't know where it is, so this is fucking white pepper. Nothing wrong with white people. This is just white pepper. I've never heard of it. Actually, it's for Asian people. It's for Asian cooking. I think it's used in adobo. Oftentimes used in adobo because it won't change the color of the dish. Or not adobo actually, maybe Hainan chicken. Something. Flavor's a little different, not as spicy. I'm just gonna, you know what I should have done? I should have taken off this little peel prior, but actually, I was just kidding, I did it on purpose, it's so that I could do that. One of my only things thrown away from this. Ow. Throw it away. Wash your hands after touching red meat. Always rinse your hands after touching red meat. I'm gonna throw some of this on. I'm not gonna cook the meat until after all of the vegetables have cooked already. I don't know what accent I'm using. I'm a little idiot, so I'm not no flame me, please. I'm literally talking to myself. Is this schizo? All right, I'm touching the meat, and then afterwards I'm gonna wash my damn hands. Okay. All right, while the water's boiling, what you're gonna want to do is, so normally I'll put the water boiling on while I'm chopping because the water takes, it could take a second. The longer you look at the water, the longer it'll take to boil, right? So what I usually do is I put the water boiling while I'm chopping. By the time I'm done chopping, it should start boiling. Because honestly, cooking the vegetables doesn't take long. It can be any pan. I just got this cool red pan because my favorite color is red, and it's cool. This is not my kitchen. This is my parents' kitchen. One day I'm gonna have a cool ass kitchen like this. But it's because they don't live in a condensed city, you know? So they can afford this place. Olive oil, Kirkland, awesome. Anything from California, anything. You don't have to be from Italy, bro. It just has to be good. Think about Think about it like, think of the olive climate. As long as the climate is similar to Italy, it'll have good olives. It doesn't have to be from Italy. Importation fee is crazy. There's even a mafia of olive oil. Just like how there's a mafia of what do Canadian people love? Maple syrup, bro. There's a maple syrup gang. You guys can fact check my ass, bro. Do it. Actually, fun fact, you don't need olive oil for this because I'm gonna show you a cool hack right now. While that pan's heating, I love big pans like that because they heat so slowly. Also, I just realized how loud I'm talking, but I'm gonna continue to do so either way. It would be embarrassing if this wasn't on. It's on. Losers. You guys should listen to me. 21 minutes? Okay. This is not even hot. I'm gonna leave this over here. Don't get your parents mad. Drop one of these. Otherwise you're gonna bang the kitchen counter, baby. Not in a good way. Alright. The life hack. There's two options you can do. I like to use sun-dried tomatoes. This is a huge bottle from Costco. I'm not sure, it's not affordable in other casings, but the easiest way to make these is you can either roast them inside your air fryer, or you don't need an air fryer. An air fryer, by the way, is just a small oven, so you can roast them in your oven at say 200, sorry, not roast them, probably bake them at around 200 degrees for maybe 2 hours or so, and then afterward you can soak them in olive oil, and that's essentially what a sun-dried tomato is. But I got them cool like this. It's like $10 at Costco near me. If you're in Alaska, it's like $25. But yeah, this is a fresh bottle. Not very fresh actually, because I definitely used it to make a sandwich. But what you're gonna do is you're gonna use this olive oil that's in here, and you're gonna use that to cook the vegetables. And that's my secret, guys. I use every goddamn thing I look at in this kitchen. Don't add the tomatoes yet. They're gonna burn if you put them in too early. You see that? Awesome. And then what you want to do is you always want to keep the sun-dried tomatoes hydrated. So it's almost like a pickle. I'm gonna add this olive oil back into the jar, and it's gonna serve its purpose perfectly. This is an obscene amount of olive oil for someone who's not from California. However, here it's almost similar to water. Just kidding. It's not similar to water. But this is probably like a $30 bottle. Oh, US $30, US $10. In other countries, I can understand why this is not an affordable dish. But I'm living lux, guys. I'm living grand. I live here in Southern California. I like to fuck it up sometimes. I like to fuck up some pasta, baby. I'm gonna let this oil heat. Alright, choose your weapon of choice. I like these guys. Really good for scraping pasta. Move your oil around. Make sure the bottom. What you really want is you want to make sure your vegetables will not burn. That's the main thing that you don't want, because sometimes what I like to do is I like to cover everything. And sometimes when you cover things, it's not gonna work out well. So this is all in here, right? When I throw this in, I'm gonna salt it. I probably should have done this prior, but if you salt your vegetables, they'll draw off the moisture, and it's a lot easier to cook, and they'll cook faster, and they'll taste better. I did a wrong move. You want to pour it away from you to avoid moisture, but I'm just unafraid of fire. I knew that the pan wasn't hot enough to throw oil back at me. So you should always pour away from you. That way you won't get hit by oil. Some salt. This is kosher salt. Usually sometimes you want kosher salt over, say, table salt, is that this is less salty. So like the flavor compound is less salty, bigger crystals, and you're less likely to have too salty food. A bit of much on there. Sometimes I cheat and I actually season my vegetables with chicken bouillon. However, I'm going to try and keep this pretty vegetarian friendly until the very end. No one in my family is a practicing vegetarian, and I actually do enjoy meat on the occasion because I thought I was just training these big boy muscles nowadays. Alright, I'm going to turn this light on. You always want as much light on when you're cooking because you're working with sharp knives. You're working with some hot surfaces. You're working with cheese, baby. I'm so excited to eat you. Also, fun fact, hard cheeses, if you're lactose intolerant, you may have more luck with them only because at this point of time, they don't have as much of the lactose, you know? So, yeah, it's pretty cool. Also, they survive better on hikes. Hard cheeses can last like anywhere from like 3 months on just a shelf. So sometimes I just bring like a shit like this on a hike, bro. I'm not even with it. Fucking not even with it. Check your vegetables. The beginning is the hardest because at the beginning, if your pan is too high, you're gonna burn your vegetables. So actually, what you want to do is you want to keep your heat around medium. Most people don't know this, but if you read the instructions on your pan, it'll say that the highest heat it can go is medium. Therefore, it starts to melt off the protective coating of your pan. And as a result of that, people always end up having these shit pans. So you just have to have lower heat on your pan, be more patient. You know, drink more wine, drink more beer as you cook. Be patient. Your food's gonna cook. You're still gonna be hungry. It's gonna, your house is gonna smell better, hopefully. God damn, I have no more beer. Do I crack open some wine? No. Wait. That's good. Down to, baby. Some oil, going back to his home. Try to keep your space clean. Put things back as you go. Other cool oil is avocado oil in a bottle. This is really good for eggs. 4:47 here. Usually I would cook a bit faster. However, I'm just doing this for fun, bro. I think my parents will be home soon. So this food is actually for them. I like to cook for my parents sometimes, or a lot of the times. And right now I'm making or my version of a bolognese. I like to keep it pretty healthy. But yeah, pretty awesome. We're about to finish this shit. Once the water starts pouring, I'm actually going to do a multitask here. And I'm going to start toasting some bread for my mom, because my mom loves garlic toast. There's tons of bread behind me. I gotta move out of the way first, though. Let me check if you guys are on still. Imagine if this doesn't save. That'd be incredible. Incredible. Something you can do is, I like to kind of add cheese throughout the dish, kind of blend everything together. You don't have to if you're allergic to cheese, or if you're not a big, or if you're vegan. However, if you're vegan, I have a question. Are you able to eat eggs if you yourself have the chicken? Like, what if you saved the chicken from death, right? And then now your chicken is laying eggs. Can you eat the chicken eggs or not? Is that vegan? So I feel like that would be vegan, bro, because there's no harm, and actually you're saving the world because now the chicken egg byproduct is yours, and it's edible, and it won't be, it won't like succumb to whatever. I would show you guys my entire cooking process, but I really am doing this for fun. So I'm gonna start adding some cheese. But right now, if I gave you a visual description, they look good and they smell good, so I'm gonna start adding some cheese. I don't do grater, so what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna chop it. You should probably clean your washing board, cutting board. But to me, all of these ingredients are touching or coming together either way. So it's okay. You just want to make sure that the cheese is nice and small, so that way it'll melt. And you can have it back into a dish. I just put a couple extra squares. Think of it almost like salt. I'm just adding whenever I feel like I should be adding salt. I'm just gonna add some cheese. Right now you can hear the pan is kind of sticking. I'm trying to get some color on the pan. That way I can deglaze the pan and we can get some flavor. You can deglaze your pan with water, wine. Don't need oil. Water, wine, chicken broth, beef broth, whatever you want. Vegetable broth, whatever you have. If you want, you can turn this stuff into stock. However, I'm a lazy bastard. I'm actually just going to throw this into the green bin. I'm looking down because I'm trying to figure out what type of music I'm trying to listen to. Right now I'm listening to August Acoustic, flip turn August Acoustic. Pretty awesome, pretty neat. Alright guys, it's not really good inside this house. I wish there was like a 4D where I could like shove this shit in there and show you guys. I'm gonna do a little trick right now. This is called garlic spread dip. We have it at Trader Joe's. I'm a hoe for Trader Joe's. Sponsor me, Trader Joe's. I would love to never pay for groceries. I would love to never have to look one of your cashiers in the eyes and think about how hot they are. Anyways, this is garlic spread. Basically, garlic spread, I'm gonna use it twice here. I'm gonna use it once in the sauce right here with the vegetables, keep it from burning. And number two, I'm gonna use it on the bread to make a garlic toast of sorts. I'm gonna go look for some chicken broth. I almost put oat milk. You want to there's no chicken broth. You can even use something crazy. I'm gonna show you guys something crazy. You can use beer. Any liquid, you just want it to clean the bottom of the pan and take up all the sauce, and that is also to clean for future purposes. I'm just doing to clean the pan, scrape up all the juicy good bits. A little bit of onion, a little bit of beer, a little bit of garlic, kind of crazy, smells funky, smells good. Alright, this is cooking. I'm just trying to get all the onions soft, and I want the carrots to be a bit softer than the way they are now, so I don't like to bite. I like to have be a baby. I like to have my food served to me on a silver palette of soft, mushy goodness. I'm being an extra because I'm alone, but actually this is how I am normally. Alright, these are some grapes. They look beautiful. I bought them at Trader Joe's on a whim. The worker standing next to it was cute. What can a man do? Use some more beer in the pan. Get all the drying, it's not grimy at all, it's actually beautiful, it smells beautiful too, but you just gotta get the little bits of juice on the floor on the bottom, and when you want it, so that way you can get the sauce. So lower the heat to 2 or 3, 2 or 3, maybe a little 8, I would just equivalent this to the smaller one. Let that cook. Yeah, and then I'm probably gonna cover this, wait for the carrots to steam a bit. And then everything else. If you can, guys, use I guess like another spoon. Just grab another spoon. Grab everything off your plate. Bow, 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 bow. Yeah, awesome. Now that's I just want them to cook and steam together at the same time. I'm basically making a fucking garden salad pasta. Just so you know, essentially. I would show you guys what's inside the pan, but just believe me, it looks good and it smells good. So you just have to trust the process. That it is close. It is yummy, you know? Yeah, add a little bit more. Now that I've added those tomatoes, I'm gonna use the tomatoes again. Add a little bit more oil. Then, you always want to use paper towels when you grab oil. Don't use any of your napkins and stuff. It's a pain in the ass to wash. Stir your pan constantly. Keep it on low. My water's still not boiled yet. Can you believe her? She's taking a minute. Taking her time. But she also knows that she would panic me, you know? And see, I have already forgotten I was going to make some toast. I already forgot. You know, not everyone has this, but I'm just a G like that. I have some roasted garlic from the other day because, you know, I'm just so cool. I'm so fresh and hip. So I'm going to go put that inside my sauce afterwards before I go steam it. Right now I'm just trying to get some color on the ends of tomatoes before I toss the lid on. I want it to have like a sear on each side before I steam it. Move everything out of the way. Make sure you have everything you need for later. I'm going to take this serving mat. I'm going to take this other serving mat. I'm going to take this green thing because I like how it looks. Oh shit. Make sure you fucking don't do what I did. It's smelling and looking fucking phenomenal, honestly. Let me chop, what I'm right now gonna do is I'm gonna chop the sundried tomatoes. I'm also gonna add a little bit more cheese right now because I just added the tomatoes. A couple squares, maybe 5 squares. Just around and about. Yeah, pretty easy, pretty simple stuff. Save all of this, your fucking scraps and shit. I use this to clean the bottle of the olive oil, but I'm also gonna use it to clean the pan later on. So I don't like to use too much fucking. I hate these things because why you should be able to just use a fucking napkin or like a towel. But you know me, being a silly goose. Yeah, so what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to chop some of the sun-dried tomatoes up, and then I'm going to add that to the pasta. This is also, not just for you guys, but it's also a reminder to me in the future that I can cook some cool-ass pasta. Say if I have Alzheimer's or like a memory issue, which is very possible in my family. So one day, this is just for you, Steve. Not just for my loved ones, it's also for you, bro. And for my siblings, my friends, this is how I cook my pasta. If you have stomachache afterwards, I'm so sorry. It's because of how much cheese I have put inside. Next time I'll remind you to take your Lactaid. And for that, I'm sorry for poisoning you, but I promise it was so delicious. You don't even remember how bad your tummy hurt. I'm gonna open a little bit of wine. Let me see if I have some wine in here. It'd be weird to use that. No, I can use it. avocado. I just need something to clean the bottom. The alcohol and beer and this stuff, I just don't want it to be too bitter. So I'm just gonna add a little bit of white wine. This is a sweeter wine. Just to clean the pan at the bottom. Not nothing crazy, a little dash. Just to clear the pan. So I burnt a little bit of the vegetables, so I'm just trying to clear the pan. Always use a wooden spoon on your ceramics, always use a wooden spoon on your metals. I don't even know when they have any type of spoon except a wooden one, reasonably. And what you're trying to do is scratch the shit out of your stuff. Anyways, there's something called a hardness index, and you should look up that if you're into kitchenware, because I hate spending money on my kitchen shit. So I would prefer just to keep everything safe. So anyways, just use wooden spatulas, wooden stuff when you can. It also looks nice. It's prettier. It's harder to clean maybe. But goddamn, I like it. It doesn't scratch my shit, dude. I'm trying to keep this pan for the rest of my life, I keep. If it ever gets undone, I'm gonna reseal it. I'm gonna reseal it with either bacon grease, olive oil, grapeseed oil, whatever. But yeah, pretty awesome. Pretty awesome. I know you guys like my voice. At some points, my real voice will come out, which is just me, doing like a lower pitch, a much lower pitch. I raise my pitch often because I have a dog with me, or I'm trying to be more friendly. But yeah, I love you. If you're seeing this video, I love you. I listen to Wasteland Baby by Hosier. Fucking killing me right now in the field. I'm not gonna lie, fucking sad as shit, dude. I miss my friends. Miss my loved ones. Soon though. Right now I'm gonna add, oh my god, I completely forgot about the sun-dried tomatoes. So I'm gonna start adding stuff in there. I'm gonna rinse my hands again. My hands are pretty clean. I don't know if you've noticed, but I haven't touched anything. And I'll show you afterwards how to clean your station. But usually what you want is you want to clean and go, clean as you go, right? So it's good for now. I'm gonna lower the heat on this because I'm gonna wait for a second. It's looking beautiful though. It's looking pristine. Gorgeous, gorgeous food. Give me a second. Vegetables, I'll come back to you. It's not exactly a classic pasta, but goddamn is it flavorful. And yeah, this is for all my loved ones out there. For all my party only people, because this truly is just all the good stuff put together. You know, the more beer to clear the pan. Yeah, just have time. I just don't want to wash the pan. And beer is such an easy option because there's carbonated stuff. And there's flavor, fermentation. A bit of bitterness can never hurt anybody, especially in such a savory and sweet world. Well, I'm a big proponent of cooking with beer and wine in your hand because you add a little bit of it into your dish and you'll be fine. This accent right now is coming out because one time I spent a little bit of time in Georgia and I was just making fun of some coworkers and clients, and I was just like, fuck it, we fall. And here we are. Being silly and goofy with this silly and goofy accent. Get close to you. I'm listening to Bloom, the Paper Kites. It's a sweet fucking song. The Women App. Yeah. Right now, I should be adding these tomatoes in. I keep fucking forgetting. Anyway, the water still hasn't boiled yet. It's coming to a roll right now. Watch your fingers when you're chopping olive oil shit because it is fucking slippery, alright? Have good posture, don't do what I'm doing. I'm just trying to get some good slices in so that way we don't have too much chunk. I almost chopped my finger off. A good thing that this blade is not that sharp. See, I'm not a hypocrite. I'm also drunk. A beer and a half because I've been eating too much today. I love you. Whoever's watching, I do. If you made this far, I love you. If you haven't made this far, still love you. I just want the people who are seeing this right now to feel especially loved. Because you have made it so far in life. You've made it to 30 minutes down the line into this cooking video. You can put this video on when you're cooking so that my voice can fill your head, you know? Or something. I just wanted this video as a little reminder to my loved ones that I do put in the hardest effort for you guys. I do. I try my best. I just wanted to show you guys a little bit of that. So that way maybe the food tastes even better. So I show you the effort going into it. Alright, if anything escapes the pan, you just pop it back in. Now is the time where, since I already added all the sundried tomatoes, I'm actually going to add the beef in. I had this defrosting from the get-go. Now it's pretty room temperature. Crumble it. Get it in there. Yeah. Yeah. It's going to cool the pan pretty rapidly. Wash your hands. Anytime you touch red meat, you got to wash your hands. Grab the dish. Wash the dish while you're at it. Fuck it. Wash the dish. Wash the dish. Keep your coal in there. You still need it for the pasta. I'm trying to teach you guys how to do the least amount of dishes possible. Because I hate dishes. Add a bit more beer, deglaze. Deglaze my ass. I'm just trying to get all this fucking burn off it. Oh my god, I'm an idiot. I was looking at that. Let me lower this. Yeah, it's just, I love cooking because you can't do anything except cook. You have to be in the cooking realm, otherwise you're gonna forget some shit. I'm gonna continue cutting up some cheese to put into this. By the end of this, I'll probably put maybe half of that whole triangle you saw before, and then I'll use the other half for a different pasta. Either white or just another one of this. Each cheese costing me around $8. A little secret ingredient, a little bougie. But I do like the way it tastes, and I think my loved ones are all healthy and okay with it, so I'm fine with it. I have no acne. Pretty awesome. Because I cook all the food I make, or eat, and the food that I cook. Pretty gnarly. Saves me money too. But that's it. I'm going to add some of the garlic right now. You don't have to add any garlic if you don't want to. It's just something I enjoy. They're just kind of like garlic that I guess, baked some garlic in some olive oil. And then as a result, they kind of got a little bit sweeter, a little bit softer. Different texture altogether. Actually, same texture. Just, not as fragrant, not as harsh. And a lot of people are thinking, well, now you just need cloves. But don't worry, I'll get all of them. I'm going to add half. And this is actually like a roasted garlic. This is essentially just roasted garlic. You know, fucking we bought Filipino. I don't have to justify myself to you. I'm going to add this whole head of garlic thing. So yeah. Whole head of garlic, fucking, I don't give a shit. Take all the skin that's out because I like getting angry. Hot pan right now. You see some classic hairstyles. If you wanna you ever say you wanna stay? people with my thing because I listen to so much fucking Elvis and shit growing up. Gonna add the sauce. This is a $2 sauce. I usually just go for whatever's the cheapest. This one's a roasted garlic for Trader Joe's. Get the cheapest one because you just want a sauce that they've already roasted for you. I'm just trying to shorten the process of cooking. You add it in after your meat has been browned and after it's all been cooked. You just wanted to make sure that everything was already cooked. My carrots were cooked, my onions were cooked, these tomatoes are already grilled. This sauce is gonna simmer and it's gonna be an awesome sauce while I wait for this goddamn water to boil. Gosh, it's been forever, dude. It's on high. I guess I'll toss some noodles in there and see what happens. They're bubbling, but I don't think it's boiling. It doesn't sound violent. It sounds scary, so. Anyways, I like to use reusable glass, or just glass. Oh, I don't know why I said reusable, but glass is one of the most reusable things. It's made of sand, and it's one of its awesome properties is that it's clear. And food should always be in clear things so that you can see if it's moldy. I'm going to use hot water to rinse this out. Or some people, you know what, oh wait, I'll show you a cool trick. You can get the rest of the sauce out by putting a little bit of pasta water in here. I was just being a baby and I was trying to get things done ahead of time. But I'm going to put it in the pasta water now. I'm also going to just chop all the cheese there because I want to wash the cutting board during the boiling process. So I'm going to cut up a bunch of cheese. I'm done with the cheese now. Awesome. There you go, one more cut in. Awesome, that's a little, couple squares, and I'm gonna go rewrap the cheese, rewrap it, it's good for later. You can also use it to finish at the end, but I already added the cheese, so realistically, if they want more cheese, it's more for the visual too. You're gonna rinse the cutting board, keep your colander, don't wash your colander. You're gonna need the colander for when you do rinse the pasta. It's crazy. I've never explained my thought process out loud. But I'm having a bit of fun, honestly. Having a bit of fun. You want to keep your areas clean. You want to keep the kitchen kind of cleaning as you go. Cool, clean as you go concept. I'm going to cover this while the sauce cooks. Cook it low and slow. It'll be fine. It's a bit chunkier than my normal sauces. But it's because I realize I like it chunky, dude. I like to have a little bit of heartiness when I eat. And I think the full tomatoes and the thicker chunks of carrots and onions makes this meal just a bit better. Did you guys know that tomatoes are actually indigenous to Latin America? Meaning that all this food that we're eating is thanks, even your pasta's Italians, is all thanks to your lovely indigenous people Central America, and then you took your tomatoes back to your home country, and now you have pasta. So there's no such thing as an OG. Because I have no idea what the fuck your white people ancestors were eating prior. I don't know where my heat just came from, but yeah, dude. Yeah, I'm just big mad at people who gatekeep recipes and that concept. So maybe that's where the heat came from. For people who don't appreciate that other people are just trying their best to make some good food. I'm gonna cover this pan, keep it on low. I'm gonna start boiling this damn pasta, even because this water is not fucking moving. Whatever. Cool little trick. Wet paper towel on the beneath your cutting board. It will save you a lot of time and effort with fiddling. I like to use a wooden cutting board because they're easier to wash and clean. Buy a big cutting board because it's going to take you the same amount of time to wash, no matter what. put this underneath. You can use it to clean your board afterwards, especially if you put any oil on it, which I did. I ended up putting a little bit of I put some of the sun-dried tomatoes on here, so I did get some oil, so I'm just using that to absorb any of it. And then sometimes with being a little coolio, I should have kept the paper towel. I was just kind of sick of the moisture in my hand. But I really do try my best to have low impact because I cook every day, so I don't want as much trash as possible. Sometimes I'll let the paper towel dry out, put them back on the counter, because then, look, they still work. You just rinse your fucking wrist water, and you just keep it on the counter. And then there's no harm in it, no foul in it. Yeah, it's pretty awesome. Cool little fact too, since I'm already done with all of this, you can either put this in your green bin, all your green waste. You can either put it in the green bin for your lawn, you can put it in the freezer if you don't want the smell, or you can just throw it into your yard. Realistically, you could throw it into your yard, except my parents think it's too funky and that it's gonna collect flies. However, it really would help the soil compounds in your yard. I'm also a big gardening guy, so if you have any questions about gardening, you can always ask me. I do love me a garden. I'm gonna finish this beer. This cheese is right here. I'm gonna leave it, and I'm gonna put away some of my vegetables. So these are the carrots and celery that I use. If you noticed, I washed these one by one because most vegetables deteriorate once they hit water. So as a result of that, you kind of just want to wash them when you use them, as opposed to pre-watering them. Yeah, pretty awesome. Let me actually put everything away. Okay, we ball. These are my celeries that I bought from Trader Joe's. It was like $2 for the whole bag. I should be buying from a farmer's market, but I'm a lazy motherfucker, and those things open so early. I don't wake up. So Trader Joe's is not ideal, but I like the way that their cashiers make me feel. So fuck it, we ball. I'm by myself. I don't know why I'm defending myself so much. This video is nearly an hour long. I hope my phone has enough space for it, because otherwise it's just going to be embarrassing. Embarrassing altogether. Yeah. This is all these are all the bowls I use. I'm going to rinse them all as I go. If you can see, no you can't see, loser. My sink is pretty clear because I've just been washing it as I go. Now that I've finished, I'm just going to throw this into the pan. It says it's going to take 11 to 12 minutes. So during that 11 to 12 minutes, I'm going to do the dishes. I don't need all these because it's serving with 8. My pasta is about 5 or 6. 8 is just far too many, and then it's also gonna overtake the bowl. So just take some out. I know it's in our consciousness to put all of it in. But just take some of it out, and then maybe in the future you can use the rest for something else, like a solo serving of pasta. Yeah, just go like that. Grab some, leave some in the bag. Always read the back of your bags, guys. You really should read the label because sometimes these guys are putting some crazy stuff. Anyways, this is semolina wheat. It's just a normal pasta. This was like $1. It should be $1. If you're buying pasta that's more than $1, you are getting scammed. Unless it's like freshly cooked and coated by a grandma in front of you, don't fucking do that, bro. Cool little trick I saw on TikTok. It kind of works, kind of doesn't. But, it didn't work. So, gonna put this up here. Actually, this is how you know I'm a fucking saver. Watch this shit. Not only do I have half empty bags in other days. Alright, watch. I'm just a sustainable king, guys. Watch this. Half empty bags. Half empty bag. half empty bag, quarter empty bag realistically. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put them all in one bag like a beast. That's what's so awesome about dried pasta is that they are long lasting, there's shelf life, and they're easy to cook. Think about them like a dehydrated pasta, bro. Awesome, convenient. You can even cook them when you're camping. I dig it a lot. I like the different textures. I'm just mixing in some fettuccine alfredo with some fucking regular noodles. I don't know what's up. Because I just want to get rid of all this plastic. This plastic, while you can reuse, it would be difficult to reuse. I just don't see a way. So I think a way you can combat this is you can buy these in a bigger bulk. That's really all I can think of, and then maybe move it into a bigger container. However, I don't know. I kind of just like buying things on the fly, so that's why I end up getting like these smaller bags. Each of these were less than $2. I genuinely like it when they're 99 cents better. But Trader Joe's just has everything usually, and I like the fact that the cashiers are nice to me. Hell yeah. Can I put the cheese back in the fridge? Cheese also does not need to be refrigerated. It just looks better in the fridge, bro. Crazy. I'm gonna move the boiling water and shit around. I don't fucking care. You can use the pasta thing. The thing you stir your pasta to stir your boiling noodles. Those noodles don't give a fuck that you're cooking the sauce with the same handle. So just use it. They're gonna meet each other in the middle. So look, it's a sauce ladle and a noodle ladle. And now I don't have to wash 2 ladles. That should hurt, but I'm such a cool guy that it did not hurt. I also did not put a timer on this, so I will be looking at it much more than I usually do. Let me put a timer for 9 minutes. Just in case I forget, because I'm a yapper. As you can tell, it's been an hour and I've been yapping to myself. I'm clearly enjoying it. So, I don't know what the fuck people want from me all the time. People are always rushing me, bro. I'm like, no. You want food, you have to wait, bro. Clear as day. Simple. I have a knife in my hand. What are you gonna do? Make me rush? Questionable decision on your part. If I stabbed you, it would be my own right. This flavor is mimosa. It's Muhammad's. I like the name because it's a joke. It's like Muhammad, the guy, the goat. I don't know. Bought it from a place called Balboa Bud. It's near my house. I put them all away. Now for the brand new pasta. Awesome. Sweet. $1 saved, baby. And boiling this fucking pasta. It's getting good. It's getting flavorful. I'm gonna check on the sauce. It should be okay, but always stir it just in case. If there's liquid, your sauce is fine. As long as there's liquid, your sauce is fine. If you're worried about the bottom burns, fuck it. Don't worry about them. Can't tell you much, but you just can't worry about it. It's part of life. A little burn on the bottom of your pan. You can clean it. You just soak it for later. And actually, every time you burn shit, you gain more flavor. Some Europeans don't even use soap on their pans. They just run water and they just continuously have a cool, awesome flavored pan. I'm not sure how sanitary it is. Well, none of the officials will like it, but you know, I think it's good for the dishes. Good for saving the environment. Set the table. You guys have never tried these? They're kind of fun, but I just didn't know they had alcohol the first time I had them. Put this on the bottom of your table. Save your table. Please save your tables. Cork board. It comes from a tree. If you watch the video on how cork is made, it's pretty awesome. It's just a tree bark. That's hot. You shouldn't do that, but I don't care. If you're a child watching this, don't do that. Put on gloves. Hot surfaces. When you're an adult, you'll have stronger skin, but until then, just wear gloves. Thank you. I'm gonna start toasting some bread. While it's boiling, I have about, say, 2 minutes left on the timer, 3 minutes. Probably should not do that multitask, but I don't care. I'm a little rebel. I'm that guy. I don't give a fuck sometimes. Just kidding, I give tons of fuckies. Tons of fuckies, dude. So this is a cool air fryer. I don't know if you just saw that, but flip that shit down in a box. And it's super convenient. It's the Ninja air fryer. I like it. Keeps a lot of clearing space, and I can use I can still have chopping space. I think it'd probably be best in like an apartment. I'm gonna pull this out. I'm just gonna lay it on the table. I keep it clean. Sometimes it gets a little crackly, but what can you do? It's clean. I'm just gonna drop it on the table. Gonna grab some pieces of toast. I'm gonna drop, say, 3 or 4. These are pretty big slices of bread. Pretty massive boys. But you can get them at Trader Joe's. I like the fact that they're big boys because I'm a big boy. Yeah, that's it. I'm gonna slap those in the oven, in the air fryer. Just bake them for, say, 310 minutes. If you don't have this garlic spread, something you can do is use olive oil, salt, pepper. However, I'm just that guy. I have a garlic spread. I'm just ready to go because I'm so talented and smart and handsome. And you know, people just generally enjoy my company. And yeah, I'm not overthinking that at all. I believe that with my whole heart. I just slathered this fucking garlic bread sauce on. Anyways, garlic bread sauce, pretty generous with it because I'm a garlic guy. Alright, fucking done. Shit done, dude. Shit's done, timer's done. Hit that stop button, whatever. Toss this in. Remember to turn on your oven. Remember to turn it on, sometimes I forget. I'm gonna hit toast. Here, toast. Let's do 5 minutes. Forget 5 minutes, 3 slices. I forgot I could do that. But you probably just want to bake it at some type of temperature. Probably, I would say like 300 so they don't overburn. Those noodles are way too cooked, but I'm Filipino, so it doesn't matter. I'm gonna open up the lid, use a handle. I would not use a handle normally, except you guys are watching me. I don't know who's gonna watch this video. This sauce is looking beautiful. Remember, as long as it's liquid, it doesn't matter what the bottom looks like. The bottom is all flavor that's waiting to come off the pan. And the bottom is all flavor that's jealous that has not left it yet. So you can either use additional liquids or you can just swipe it. Use your little wooden swiper. I'm fucking inebriated. So you gotta finish this off. Turn off the heat on your water. Please turn off the heat on your water. Turn off the heat whenever you're not using it. Fire safety. Grab your grabbers. One of these things. Ready? You don't even need a colander. I just said you needed it because babies. Sometimes babies are watching. But, well, I do. What real men do. What people do, I don't give a fuck. this. Like grab it, toss in your sauce. Bangers. All done. Fuck your colander. Fuck your sauce. Now, you don't even have to add that damn cup of water that people are always talking about. Because you just fucking moved it, bro. Wait a second, don't grab it all. Mix it. It looks like this pan's not big enough, but it is big enough. I've done this before. People underestimate how things move sometimes. It's how sauce divides. Weird. I'm getting emotional about some sauce. But it's so real, bro. Don't get lost in the sauce. But yeah, very, very fun stuff. Pasta's coming together. If it gets chunky, if your noodles get hard, you just add a little bit of butter, a little bit of olive oil, and you'll unclub. And you're all good to go. Add the rest of your noodles. Just go slowly. Take your time. Your folks are already waiting for you to make the food, so just take your time. You're in no rush. There's no critic is gonna be mad at you for free food. Unless you're charging for food, then you may want to speed up your process. But I'm in no rush. I'm just making food for my homies, making food for my family. And if they rush me, I can beat their ass because I'm bigger than them. Just kidding. Nick is so much bigger than me. I didn't realize it. I didn't realize I'm only 5'8". He's like literally fucking 6 foot in Crocs. I was like, Jesus Christ, dude. What the fuck happened in middle school? I thought we were the same height. Yeah. Anyways, my little rant on Nick. I don't know if I've ever told him this, but he's my best friend. One of my besties. I've known him since middle school. Maybe not talked to him since middle school. I've known him and about him since then. And yeah, now that we're adults, I'm nearly 25. Definitely one of my best friends. Stuck with me for the long run. We've done a lot together, man. We went to Hawaii together. Girlfriends together. Shit, dude. Fucking crazy. Crazy world we live in. But yeah, I love that guy, bro. Can't wait to see what he's up to. I hope he's in my life for the rest of my life, man. And if one day we're not in each other's lives, I just want him to know that he can always come back because I probably miss him, man. I do. And I don't know if we ever fight about anything. We never really fought, but we do. I really do love you, man. I just want the best for you. I want the best for your future. I just want, I have a weird form of love where I just want the best of people. Sometimes it comes off a little harsh, but if I'm criticizing or if I'm a little overcoming or overbearing, it's because I want the best for you. And it's just from my parents, bro. I don't know what to say. Yeah, this is the garlic spread, all done. Gotta go wash the handle. Done. Cover that. The cover is. Oh, there she is. Cover that, done. Put her back in the fridge. You don't need it anymore. Finish your beer. Back we ball. Add a little bit of pasta sauce back into the water because they are right. It is good for something. There's after you boil all this, what's in the water is a little bit of starch. And that starch will help the sauce thicken. And it'll also help you deglaze the goddamn bottom of the pan. So just keep adding some sauce, keep adding the water until you feel you just get smoother, keep going. So delicious, so good. Add a bit more of this. I just want it to be well lubed up. Done. I don't even wash it, probably rinse it, but you're gonna have my witness. You're my witness. You're my witness. What can I say? I'm a little bit gross sometimes. A bit gnarly. Finger open. You have no excuse to have a gross oven. You're the one who made it gross. So, we do a cool trick. You see that? There's some sauce up to the side. A little bit of pasta water. Pow. Cover it. You know, close it. Shake that shit up. Give it a little whirl. Pour them back in your sauce. Save the environment, save your fucking money. No, you're good to go. Whoa. Wrong button. But yeah, I tried using pasta water on my plants, they died. So I don't fucking know how to use it personally. I don't know how to sustain. Maybe just in the garden or maybe just on the plants or something. But like, just your little fucking stop moving, bitch. I wanted to say that word in front of LGBT. Just kidding. Can't be mean to women just because of that. But I mean it in a non-derogatory way. Cover the pasta. This is hot. Don't do what I just did. Just it. It's delicious. I'm gonna wait for this pasta water to cool and then I'm gonna dump it in the garden. By plants, I meant like the house plants, but clearly I should have known that my silly little house plants would not be resilient. I'm pretty sure the tree doesn't know what type of water it is personally, so I'm gonna go feed it to the tree out front. Very blessed to have a kitchen I can cook in. Very blessed to have a home I can be in. And to have these, things available to me. Not everyone can be as sustainable if they live in an apartment or if they live in a war-torn area. So you just do what you can, especially with plastic. It's not about like how much waste you have. It's about how much waste you prevented and tried your best to stop. If your food's not going well too, you can always add some soup into your tomato soup, into your pasta. It's always a game changer. I didn't feel any need. I'm gonna save this for like bread dip. I'm gonna do some dishes while I wait for people to show up. But everything's done cooking. Let me get it out of the way. It's just cooking on low. The water's been boiling. I'll just show you how I clean up too, I guess. Like it. I don't know what you can see from the angle, but I'll just show you what I do. This down here is gonna be my recycling bag. This is still not clean enough to be considered recycling. And usually when you do want to take off the label, however, I live in an area where I don't even know if they're recycling these motherfuckers. So what I do instead is I keep every single damn bottle in the holder. So if you need these fucking like sauce bottles, I have them. Let me know. I just fucking use them for plants and shit later on. But yeah, if anything, think about it like $2 for a cool glass. $2 for a cool glass. After step, because sometimes if you're working with oil or working with water or you have a dog who lives with you, then you'll have shit on the floor and you almost slip. So watch your step. Noah has the best time into love. We've been living here for life. For a while you were all mine. It's a lifetime to give you my heart. You will forever. Nothing more romantic than dying with your friends. Sorry. When all this is loving anybody else, you love you and me. But I've got you and I know. It's the classic California. I'm not worried. What I know, I had the best time. Falling into love. We've been living on a fall line. For a while, you were all mine. For the lifetime, in my heart, I'll be yours forever. Never fall before. Never fall before. Never fall the start. Stackable bowls, get yourself some. I know that the thrift store has some cute ass bowls, but the stackable bowls will save so much space in your apartment. I swear. I swear. And it's actually good to have good new cleaning supplies because you don't know how people treat their other cleaning supplies. Also, fun fact, don't use the back of your dish sponge. Only use this side. Sometimes they add fucking diamond particles into there and you're gonna scratch the shit out of your pan. Only use the green side. Only use the soft side. Green side should be banned by the FDA, honestly, because it's spreading fucking microparticles everywhere. So only use the sorry, my goddamn phone. Alright, pasta's done. Pretty much done at least. Pretty much done. Bread has been toasted. Dish has been washed. You can rinse this thing too. Soak that. Anything with oil you should soak everything away so you're not angry that you have to clean afterwards. Everything away. Anything in the fridge you don't remember or you forgot to put in. Anything in the cabinet. You know, everything has a spot. Everything's got a spot. Maybe I'm fucking neurodivergent, but everything's got a spot. Finish your beer. Contemplate your life. Clean up your station. Get everything done. Grab your damn thing. Watch that shit. Sometimes you'll do dishes that weren't yours. It's okay, you already have the water on it. If you have a dishwasher, you should use a dishwasher. You're actually better for your environment. This class just doesn't have one. This is an older home. It just has new appliances, as you can tell. These are new. These are new. My sister bought this oven. Throw these food scraps away. I'll be back. If you want, you can get some soup for yourself, and then you can heat it up with your toast. I'll be right back. Back losers. Empty. Green bin. Just do some of the yard. Wash your shit. No one likes a berry in that. No one likes an asshole. If you have counter space, run up a towel. That. Put it down. Drop the bowls in. This will prevent any mold. Flat. And then, and then say your thanks that you have food, that you have shelter. And remember, yeah, I love you guys, truly. I do. Last song, Warm Glow Hippocampus. I don't know how long that took to cook, but yeah, everything's cooked, everything's clean. Yeah, let me pull you in for this final shot, I guess, whatever. How should I use this? Bring this towel. And I'll see you guys out. Flop. You're out. You ready to see this shit? Alright, clean, organized, standard thing. Always make sure this sucker's dry. This is I'm letting this sit because there's a lot of oil in there. This is all clean, done. This is some of the toast. It's beautiful. Ow, fucking beautiful. You can't see it, but it's fucking phenomenal. You ready for this goddamn reveal? Give me 1 second, baby. Alright. She is so beautiful. You can't see it. She's so beautiful. You can smell it, but she's so beautiful. Alright, have a good one, y'all. I love you. Peace. This is an hour 30. If you made it this far, you're a real homie. Love you. Bye.